Hello, everybody. My name is Guns and Cafe, and I'm here to entertain you for the next 20 to 30 minutes. Uh, Short little live stream today. Ever since Bobino is no longer out on the streets conducting um, what some might call hardcore uh, immigration enforcement, we now have to basically rely on Twitter. Even the protests. I mean, BG on the scene, Mercado Media. They're still not. Um, well, they're not producing the same amount of content that they used to before when Bobino was there. And I don't know if they Bobino was the thing that kept it going, and now he was because he was doing the work that hadn't been done allegedly in like years. He became this lightning rod for all the attention, positive and negative, from media and everybody else and politicians. Now that Mr. Holman is in charge in Minneapolis, Minnesota, things allegedly have slowed down. That's the media wise, they have slowed down. Um, on the Mercado Media side, and like I said, BG on the scene. There were a couple other guys that would go there and do live streams. They kind of moved on. They moved on to the next thing. From what I can see, I know the last week and a half, I've been gone for 2 weeks that I couldn't do a live stream. Um, I think a BG on the scene. Shout out to him. Was out in LA. He was out in LA. There was a person there that multiple people got arrested. There was another small riot in front of the federal building. Oh my god! They uh, they tried to breach the facility, and uh, LAPD went there. 40 Mike batons. Um, there was a guy out there that allegedly he was a teenager. It was like 11 o'clock at night on like a school night, and this no, it was 17-year-old, 16-year-old kid was out there, and he was apparently he's deaf mute, you know, and he was just out there. So where are the parents? What are the parents doing? Why they let this kid go out there to the middle of a riot? And then the protest turned into a riot, and they gave the dispersal order, and he couldn't hear what was going on, and he did see people running, but apparently he ran the wrong direction and ended up getting arrested. And I think he got hit with a 40 Mike. But so I got this on screen. Um, this is the news for this week, and I'm going to be careful in what I say because YouTube is being YouTube. So ICE arrests criminal illegal alien PDF. And this word also right here, drug traffickers and more over President's Day weekend. So this is February 16th, yeah. And well, if you hear something in the background, that's my dog's barking. So press release, immigration enforcement announced the arrest of more criminal illegal aliens. Yes, aliens is the word, including those convicted for despicable crimes such as possession of CP, SA of children, SA, and the intent to distribute meth. Here we have a Jorge Silvestre, criminal illegal alien. Yes, the word is alien again, from Mexico, convicted of possession of CP in Harris County, Texas. We got this other dude here, Efren Guzman Lopez from Guatemala, convicted of indecent contact with children. We have another Javier Millán Salgado from Mexico, Mexico. He's on the registry. Apparently, something happened that triggered a response, and my man probably on his way. Francisco Javier Chavez, also alien from Mexico, with conduct with a minor in San Bernardino. Conduct, let's say that, with a minor. Bernardino. I thought it was San Bernardino, not Bernardino, unless there's two of them. You got this other guy here. Again, another one, and another one. Apolinar from Mexico. You got another one. And we got another one. And another one. And another one. What happened here, bro? What happened to your nose? Montana? Well, yeah. That's true. Possession with intent to distribute meth in Montana? Oh, yeah, that tracks. I was in Montana years ago in a past life. And you didn't see that many Hispanics in Montana. Talking about 2005. Until there were the ones that were in the military out there. And shout out to Great Falls, Montana. Malmstrom Air Force Base. Shout out to them out there. And yeah, meth was a big thing. Not that many Hispanics, only the military ones. But Mr. Wilfredo, I guess he found his calling in Montana with the meth. Mr. Salgado from Mexico. Conspiracy to distribute and possess cocaine in Raleigh. Cocaine in a can, baby. Raleigh, North Carolina. Raleigh. Raleigh. It's interesting how things have changed in Raleigh and how dramatically they have changed in Raleigh. Again, Alpine, Texas. I don't know what is going on here. What is happening? What is happening here? Let me see if I can click here. What is going on here? Is his skin like rotting? What is going on? This dude like looks like legit that the lights are on, but there's nobody there. Right? The lights are on, but no, there's nobody there. In a past life, when I had to go to prisons, so there's a look. In the military, it's 1,000 yard stare or whatever, but it's totally different from this. But this look right here, the look of like this emptiness, that is evil. There's no. It's a body. It's a person. But what's there is like basically no longer human. Because it's that look. Once you know that look, it you never forget it. So felony assault, felony aggravated family offense, and misdemeanor stalking, which that kind of looks like the yeah. There you go. You got this other guy, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon in Florida. See, even though he's aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and this guy, it's not the same. It's not the same mindset. This guy might still have some, my opinion, this guy might still have some morals. He might still know right from wrong. This dude up here, nah, no, bro. Too gone, too far gone. See what else is here. Is this the same? Oh, this is from, that was from the 16th, and this is, oh, wait a minute. What is, whoa, wait, whoa, hold on. So this was from the 20, the other one's 26. So now we have uh Michelle Rodriguez Berrio, criminal illegal alien from Colombia, conducted of unlawful act with a minor. See, you never know. You never know. Endanger welfare of a child and SA of a child, second degree grape here, Mexico, trafficking in meth in Buncombe County. How did he end up in Buncombe County? No clue, but North Carolina could be close to Raleigh. Majico, aggravated assault, date family, household member, Colleen, Texas. Yep. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So let's go to the Twitter twatter. And here we are in the Twitter twatter. And it says here, Ilhan Omar absolutely fuming. She tried to rush into Minnesota to play savior for a group of illegals, but ICE beat her there and deported them all. ICE pulled the ninja move, got the job done, and bounced before Omar could even virtue signal. Hold on, let's see. What's up? What's going on there, Congresswoman? What's happening? Which hold on, whoa. Let's see what's going on. Thank you. When did you give? What's up with your nose? When you're in a slump, take a bump. Thank you. When did you give notice? And I just want to make sure. Is he gonna hit? Allegedly?
No, we gave notice.
Hold on a second. Thank you. When did you give notice? And I just want to make sure you did not see any detainees. All right.
No, we gave notice 8 days ago. We got confirmation yesterday that we were going to be allowed in. And the last detainee was taken out at 11:30 a.m., 30 minutes before.
Hold on. So what are you saying?
Thank you. When did you give notice? And I just want to make sure you did not see any detainees.
So you gave notice that you were going to visit, but did you give notice of who you wanted to see? Because that is two different things. And we need to look into that because it's not making sense. I mean,
no, we gave notice 8 days ago. We got confirmation yesterday that we were going to be allowed in.
Go on.
And
what's up with
the
what
last
is going on?
Detainee was taken out at 11:30 a.m., 30 minutes before we were set to arrive.
What about the children who were released in T-shirts on Wednesday?
And we also did.
Oh, there you go. It hit.
You know how many people came through today, which is why it felt convenient that no one was there. They said 10 when we first got there, and 10 were gone, and then they said there were another 5. And so I circled back and I said, can we go and see the 5 that are here? Because we have privacy release forms. And they said, no, we cannot permit you to go into the cell to see the detainees.
Why you want to go in the cell? Why would you possibly go in the cell? You want to go in the cell so you can get taken hostage? What is going? This person is in Congress and you can't figure that out? Yeah, we want to go in the cell. Okay.
And I said, well, we don't need to go into the cell. We can, put the forms, slide them in, and then we can look through the glass and see what their conditions look like. And then they oohed and ahed for a little bit. And then conveniently, as they were taking us towards the cell, someone said, there's not a single person left. And they took us into an empty cell.
So they gave you a tour of the facility. They gave you a tour of the facility. That's good. That's good stuff right there. They gave you a tour. You should feel thankful and privileged to be able to be taken into a tour in which 99.99% of the population of the United States will never get to be taken on a tour of an immigration detention facility. Now, is the job of ICE to keep people in a facility for them to go out there and talk to them? Or is it their job to get them out of the country? I think their job is to get them out.
Just the timeline and the stories seem very convenient for what they really were working very hard for us not to see and witness. But thank you.
Maybe because you're not their boss. Maybe that's it. All right. So we have here the 9 Maryland sheriffs have just announced that they will ignore Democrat Governor Wes Moore's ban on cooperation with ICE and continue allowing officers to be deputized by the federal government for immigration screenings. Well, at least somebody's doing the right thing in Maryland. Let's see what's going on here. This guy looks fired up. Let's see what's going on.
The abolishment of the 287G program is not the abolishment of ICE.
I thought this was Maryland. Is he from New York and he moved to Maryland? Maryland.
They're going nowhere. In fact, they're going to intensify their efforts. We warned them this was going to happen, and it's going to happen.
A warning on Wednesday issued by sheriffs from the 9 Maryland counties forced to end active partnerships with ICE under a new state law.
The abolishment of the 287G program is not the abolishment of ICE.
Okay.
They're going nowhere. In fact, they're going to intensify their efforts.
Right. They're gonna the same thing that happened in Minneapolis is gonna happen now in Maryland because there's not gonna be any cooperation. So what they're gonna have to do? They're gonna have to go out there and send more people. So these politicians are creating the conditions that will cause the actions that they don't want. They don't want agents on the street. And then they say, well, we don't want to cooperate, so they don't come here. No, you're not going to cooperate, so they're going to send more.
Efforts. We warned them this was going to happen, and it's going to happen.
A warning on Wednesday issued by sheriffs.
Okay, let's see here. And now we have breaking drive-by. So this is a crazy story. Look, so there's a drive-by shooting, and then because there's a drive-by shooting, so these two gangs got together, they fought it out, and then they realized that there's a rival illegal alien gang that's doing sex trafficking between New York City and Pennsylvania. So there was a drive-by shooting. Cops got there, and then they realized that the rival gang was running a sex trafficking operation. I mean, but then they tell you, oh no, there's no issues. We're a sanctuary city. There's no issues here. There's no problem. This is crazy.
Two separate sex trafficking rings after a
there's two separate trafficking.
last
Friday. Their first clue.
So hold on. So there were two gangs that are engaged in human sex trafficking, and they shot at each other, and then the cops only knew about one of them, and then they figure out that the other one was also doing the same thing.
So according to court paperwork, investigators uncovered two separate sex trafficking rings after a shooting right here in Norristown last Friday. The first clue, the shooting victim was found with a wallet full of business cards marketing women available for prostitution. Investigators believe a turf war between rival sex traffickers.
Business cards? Really? Business cards. 2026. Well, it does keep it outside of electronic monitoring.
In Norristown led to a shooting here on the 400 block of Sandy Street on February 13th. Norristown police say 24-year-old Efron Flores Rodriguez shot 42-year-old Fernando Meza Ramirez in the leg during a drive-by shooting using a stolen vehicle. The subsequent investigation revealed both men were, quote, in the business of running women from New York City to Norristown for the purposes of prostitution.
It is crazy, and it's dangerous because...
Is that Eileen? The Eileen Warnes? Looks like her.
This block
is that a mullet? She does have a mullet, doesn't she?
It's been very quiet and everything until they start coming around. I don't know if it's been 2 months.
April Montañez lives right next door to Flores Rodriguez on Jacoby Street. She had her suspicions about something going on after hearing people come in and out of the house at all hours of the night.
In the back. Yeah, because that door when it shuts, it's like a thump, thump. And it was like, oh man, 2 o'clock in the morning, and they're like thump, thump. I'm like, what the heck is going on here?
Doorbell.
Thump, thump. Okay.
Camera video from another neighbor shows SWAT officers arriving to Flores Rodriguez's home on Tuesday. There, officers also found a sex trafficking victim. The woman said she worked for both Meza Ramirez.
Wait, so hold on 1 second. So are there rival rings, and she was working for both of them?
Ramirez and Flores Rodriguez, and said they would transport her to clients for sex and she'd be paid half the profits. She also told police Meza Ramirez had been operating a prostitution ring out of Norristown for about 5 years, and Flores Rodriguez had recently been encroaching into the same territory. The police say Meza Ramirez was in the country illegally, and they believe Flores Rodriguez was as well. Both men were denied bail and remain locked up here in Montgomery County.
And you know what's going to happen? I don't know what. Well, it is Pennsylvania after all. Not Philly, but it is Pennsylvania. So if well, now that it's out on the news, they're going to be paying. It's out there, more attention. If the jail doesn't contact immigration, if the jail doesn't contact immigration about the sex trafficking arrests, then they will know that these two guys are there. And then that's the problem, that with the sanctuary policies, they tell you that they're gonna, it's to make everybody safer, but what are you doing? You're protecting people that are doing sex trafficking. Thank you for those that showed up, and that is all that we are going to do for today. Thank you very much for stopping by and hanging out with me for 24 minutes. I say it was going to be 25, but 25 to 30. But I guess it's only going to be 24 minutes. Actually, boom, there you go, 25. We just hit 25 minutes. Like I always say, these are just my opinions. These are not the opinions of my employer. And my opinions reflect have no reflection on my employer. So, if you like it, share it with your friends. If you don't like it, share it with your enemies. Okay? Bye.